Now, I'm hoping in 2025, you want to change your financial mindset and have the best financial year of your life so far. Changing your money mindset, if you're someone that spends a lot of money, is extremely important because everybody uses money. Whether you like money or not, whether you have a good relationship with money, everybody uses it, and there's nothing you can do about it because it is just how life is. But the thing is that it's important for us to have a good mindset around money and to understand how money can be valuable to us and for money to work for us and not for us to work for money. And I don't mean, oh, don't go work a job. No, go work a job, make your money. But when you have your paycheck, do you want to live paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life? Do you want to chase after your dollars, or do you want to take the money, choose where to put it, invest it and save it towards things that matter to you instead of just blowing away your whole paycheck on things that won't matter to you in the future? Now, I'm not saying that's what you do with your money, but many people do, and I would say the majority do. And if you don't, that's great. But if you do, there is a way to change it and to change your habits. The reason that a lot of people are wasteful with money is because of habits. We get into the habit of overspending. We get into the habit of buying whatever makes us happy in the moment and not thinking about the future. We all have different habits when it comes to money, and we all view money differently. Do you view money as something extremely stressful, or do you view it as a tool towards your financial freedom? You have to understand what your current belief is around money so you can change your money mindset. You need to understand what you feel about money, because if you don't know how you feel about money, then you don't know if it's stressing you out or if you feel like money is a tool that helps you with your financial freedom and your financial future. So the first thing to do is understand what is your current mindset about money. If you want to change it, you need to know how you feel right now. The next thing you need to understand is how money works. There are a lot of different investment tools. There are a lot of different things you can do with money. And depending on where you live and what country you are, there are different accounts that you can use for savings accounts. In Canada and US and everywhere around the world, there are different accounts that you can use to save for. Like in Canada, we have a TFSA, which is a tax-free savings account. We have an FHSA, which is first-time home savings account. We have an RRSP, RESP, and so on and so forth. In America, they have 401ks and different types of savings accounts. So wherever you live, you need to be knowledgeable about what you can put your money into. But before you think about investing and saving money that way, you need to understand, why are you spending money on things that really don't bring you value? Why are your habits to waste your money? Now, if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of money and you're living paycheck to paycheck, it may be a financial issue in the sense that you may need to make more money. But if you're someone that has enough means that you could be saving, but unfortunately you're spending a lot of money, then it's easy to change your mindset and change yourself. Not easy, but doable. It's much more difficult if you live paycheck to paycheck and you don't have a lot of money for your necessities, because in that case, it is not a mindset problem, it is a income problem. So I do want to mention that I do have a lot of tips on how to cut back on certain things, and I have videos about that. But this video is more geared towards people that have enough money for all of their needs and their wants, but they're just not using their resources properly, and they want to change their mindset and the habits that they have. To change your money mindset, you need to understand what you are consuming. What kind of content are you watching on the internet that is filling your brain, filling your mind with either positive or negative thoughts? If you're watching a lot of people buying a lot of things and it makes you want to buy a lot of things, that is not helpful for your money mindset, and that's not going to help you in the future to be able to reach your financial goals and save the money you want to save. The issue with a lot of people is they don't even know what they want to do with their money. They receive a paycheck, they go and spend it on the weekend, and then they're living with a little bit left until their next paycheck, when they could be a bit more disciplined and diligent with the money they have, make a budget, understand why I'm making a budget, which is to make sure that you have enough money in the future and for the things you want now, and then actually stick to the budget that you've created. Changing your money mindset does take time. If you've built habits over the years, how you feel about money and how you spend money is not going to change overnight. There are a few things that you can do that will help if you really want to change your mindset drastically. One thing would be a low buy or a no buy, which is where you tell yourself, I'm not buying these items for this amount of time and I'm sticking to it so I can change my mindset and change how I spend and consume. That's kind of like a diet. When people go on diets and they cut out all of these items that they're not eating, because if you eat them, you may be tempted to eat more of them. And it's the same thing with a low buy. You are not buying certain items so that you don't consume more of those items. Of course, if you're ever going to do a low buy or no buy, remember that you can still pay your bills, you can still buy groceries. It's just more about the things that you don't need in your life. And doing that will help you have a shift in your mindset, because you're getting used to, wow, I can actually live with the things that I have in my house and I actually don't need to consume and buy so much stuff. I do want to mention that some people may need more financial help from a professional. Some people have deep-rooted money issues that need to be talked through therapy, and videos on the internet and tips on the internet are not going to help. If you're in that situation where it's truly an addiction to buy things and it's really hard to change your money mindset, I'd recommend getting help and looking for people around you that can provide that kind of help and assistance for your life. I used to be someone that loved to buy a lot of things and desired things and wanted things, and there's nothing wrong with desiring or wanting things. The issue is when you buy the item you desire, there's always another desire that comes up. So if you continually give into the desires that you want, you are not going to have any money because there's always going to be the next thing you want to buy. So by changing your mindset, you need to be mindful about what you want to consume. You need to be mindful and truthful with yourself about what are your goals. Do you really want to buy a new purse or a new set of golf clubs if you like to golf, or a vacation? Or do you want, and I'm not saying any of those things are wrong, you can buy those things if they fit in your budget, or do you want financial freedom, or do you want to buy a house, or do you want to pay off debt, or do you want to save up for a vacation? That could be something too. By understanding what your goals are, you can change your mindset by knowing I don't need to buy these frivolous little things every single day of my life or buy the next new thing on Amazon. Instead, I want to save towards my future. I want to buy the things that matter to me, because it's so easy to purchase the things and not change our mindset, because that little dopamine hit of buying something new is very exciting. I get that dopamine hit when I buy things too. I'm trying to be very mindful about not purchasing things I don't need. And like I said, doing a low buy or no buy can really help reshift your brain and change how you feel about purchasing things, and understanding that, hey, I have things at home. I can use up the things I have at home first, because for the majority of us, we have a lot of things we need to use up that we may not even be aware of because our houses may be filled with clutter. And statistically, the majority of people in the world have so much stuff. If you have so many things, it can be hard to really enjoy the things that you truly enjoy, and we keep things that don't make us happy. Because of this, we can't find things that we actually care about in our house. So sometimes we go and buy things, and I have done that before. I wanted a certain item. I'm like, oh my gosh, we don't have it. I go buy it. Then I find that item in a few months because I had too many things and I couldn't find certain items in my home. And I realized if I'm purchasing something and then purchasing it again, I am wasting money. And that is not the money mindset that I want to have. I want to be able to find the things in my home that I've purchased, so I have less things in my home and then I don't have to rebuy things. A lot of times we also think that something on sale is great, and that money mindset is something I'd recommend changing, because if you want something that is on sale and you were looking forward to buying something anyway, that is that item that's on sale, then that's great. But if you think buying something on sale is going to save you money, if it's an item you don't need and you may not use, then you are mistaken, because if you don't buy that sale item, you are saving 100%, and 100% is better than 50%, because keeping money in your pocket is the whole point of changing your money mindset, so you can put that money towards things that matter to you. Make sure that you focus on your goals and consume content that makes you want to work towards your goals, and not content that drags you down and makes you want to spend more money. Your life is worth living, and it's important to prioritize things in your life that matter to you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to prioritize in my goals, because my goals don't matter. Your goals matter, because my goals matter to me, and your goals should matter to you. Everyone has a different lifestyle and different things that they prioritize. Changing your money mindset does not mean copying what other people spend on. It means prioritizing things that matter to you and not buying the rest. And understanding that your life and what you spend on matters, and having financial future and having retirement money in the future matters. So you need to make sure that you're able to put towards all of the things that matter to you. So my whole channel is about personal finance, and I really want to help you with your money and make sure that your money works for you and that you can enjoy and prioritize the things that matter to you. I'm hoping in 2025 you'll consider doing a few things to change your money mindset so that it can work best for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you plan on changing your money mindset in 2025 and saving towards things and prioritizing goals that matter to you, and not just spending frivolously because you have the habit of doing so. And if you don't have the habit of spending frivolously, I'd love to know what your money goals are for 2025. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.